The reason behind the push into the Asian market is really a direct result of the level of investment that particularly the Chinese government is prepared to make in Industry 4.0. At an event about 2 or 3 weeks ago in Beijing, they actually just announced an entire government commitment across multiple industries of about 400 billion US. And so that means that the industries, and in particular our industry in renewables, is poised to grow their market footprint in terms of digital products, and the type of solutions that we're providing now involve things like data licensing between asset owners and data analytics companies. Providing a consulting service and educating the market in Asia regarding what needs to be done and what can be done in terms of providing a digitally enhanced O&M solution, for instance, or an asset performance enhancement. So there's significant opportunity there in that market environment. Yeah, it's a great question because we're still kind of at the early stages of it, but we can see that using data analytics, you can actually understand how the turbine's components have actually been impacted during the course of its lifetime. Analyzing CMS data, analyzing SCADA data, you can gain an understanding of how the turbine's actually been performing over time, and use that to predict the future life of the turbine, when the components might fail and need to be replaced, so you can get more predictive. So we're moving from a reactive O&M solution to a predictive O&M solution. Really, in the future, the potential for digitalization is to extend even beyond just the O&M component analysis and things we just talked about into asset performance enhancement and optimization, basically analyzing market data to understand what's the right time of day to do power delivery. You're talking about the combination of energy storage with wind to basically understand the price optimal time of day to deliver power to the grid. So there's certainly that opportunity. Blockchain presents an interesting kind of element in that because blockchain can be utilized for energy trading and market balancing. It's also something that we're taking advantage of and utilizing for tokenization of data and digital licensing, digital content licensing. So that's something that it's still kind of an emerging element in the industry, but as the energy sector in general gets more mature with digital solutions, you're bound to see many more commercially available capabilities come to market with blockchain technology enabling it. Things like utility scale systems, you basically have the ability to enhance power trading, essentially, utilizing blockchain technology. And without going into a long-winded description of it, essentially it will allow people to kind of keep better track of the amount of power that's available versus what's been sold in the past. You can do analytics on the price that you've received in the past for power that's been sold in different markets. Moving into kind of distributed generation, though, blockchain also presents an interesting opportunity from the standpoint of basically if a small producer, like a household or community power generation system, whether it's wind, solar, and storage combined, they will have actually the ability to kind of trade back the unused consumption on their microgrid to a wider network. And again, utilizing blockchain technology that can kind of keep track of the amount of power that's available versus what's needed, and start doing that kind of market matchmaking, so to speak. That's where that technology can really help us grow an extra segment in distributed generation in this market.